What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Jake Talks Capes. And now, last night, James Gunn finally dropped the first image of David Corenswet's Superman, and that's what we're here to talk about. This is going to be very unstructured. We're just going to talk about that photo. Probably should have made this video last night. Stuff I couldn't do it last night. We're doing it now. We're looking at the photo, and let's just talk about all the things that we see. I was trying to think of something appropriate to put on the back over here. Didn't want to just put someone else reviewing this photo better than me there, so I've just put Goldfinger by Superman. Sorry, Superman by Goldfinger on behind me. So let's just jump into this photo now. The first thing that we see is the S is looking pretty scorched. Superman here, Clark is just here pulling up his boots, going into another fight, presumably after literally just finishing one. Now, James Gunn was quick to say, or he pointed out over on Instagram, that this was shot entirely in camera. Let me double check the photographer's name. So James Gunn said that this photo was taken entirely in camera by photographer Jess Miglio, and I think that you can kind of see that here on this photo. So obviously, with the big battle of Metropolis happening behind, you do see the sort of light reflecting off the floor and off the wall next to him, and that makes me think for this, instead of sort of being in front of a green screen where it's kind of hard to light and poses issues, what's the thing that Star Wars has? So basically, what it is just essentially an entire huge LED screen, essentially just a big massive TV that they will put on the back of a set. This cuts down post-production costs and time due to cutting out on things like CGI. It was originally used in The Mandalorian, and one of the reasons that show looks so incredible. So I do definitely think this photo is entirely in camera, as he said. I mean, don't know why he would lie to us. Other things here, we have a collar. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the collar. Now, I may be a New 52 apologist. It's probably it's the period of time where I kind of got into comics. My favourite run in Batman ever is Snyder and Capullo's run at the start of the New 52 on Batman. I hate the New 52 suit. I do. I hate it. He's got the collar here. It's not as offensive as it is in the New 52, but I don't hate it here. It's not my favourite, though. I'm also not the biggest fan of the cape length. I like his cape to be shorter, obviously. It's his baby. Sometimes it's his baby blanket, and I really like that. Now, this doesn't look homemade. It's got the MCU lines all over it, which is another sort of downside to me. I think especially with all the things that James Gunn has kind of said about this movie, I expected a sort of low-tech looking suit. It's nice though, I do still like it, and if you turn the brightness up, you'll be able to see he's got trunks and a belt, which are massive, 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 massive pluses for me. Don't get rid of the trunks. The trunks are like the best bit of the Superman costume. It's meant to look dumb. Overall though, I think I give the suit a nice a 6 out of 10. It's obviously no Christopher Reeve, but I'm a much bigger fan of this than I am the DCU suits, so I'll take that. In terms of it, Corenswet's nice curly hair. He's got his curl going on there. It looks good. He looks great. I think Corenswet is a wonderful choice for Superman. Just like he's an actor I'm not massively familiar with, but the bits and pieces I have seen, I have enjoyed him, and I don't think that James Gunn's casting him for no reason. Obviously not, especially if he's launching the DCU with this character in this movie. I have a lot of faith in what David Corenswet's going to do. So now let's talk a little bit about the background real quick. One of the stories that James Gunn talked a lot about forming the basis of this movie was a Brainiac story. It was a run on Action Comics from, I believe, 2008. I think it's a 5-issue run with Brainiac. And that's honestly kind of what I'm getting here. This big energy orb in the middle here is kind of reminding me of some of the artwork within that run. I'm not entirely. I don't know every single detail about that run. I have read it. It's about Brainiac. Sort of, they find out that every Brainiac he's ever fought is a probe of Brainiac, and he's bottling cities and destroying solar systems. And Supergirl's in it. Obviously, we have the announcement of Millie Alcock playing Kara Zor-El in this movie. So I am excited because this will be the first time we see Brainiac on the big screen, which I'm very, very excited about. Just below that then, just here, this building, the tallest building on the skyline is LexCorp Towers. Back in the one of the things the Superman comics I loved when I kind of got into comics and would read them architect, like the way that the Lex Towers always looked, like the two L's back to back with sort of thing joining them in the middle. I'm almost certain that's what those are. And when I was watching the new Rockstar video about this, just below it, this sort of gold orb, sphere, globe looking thing here could be the globe of the Daily Planet, which I hope it is. If the Daily Planet doesn't have a globe, I'm going to freak out. Apart from this, overall, this photo gets me really, really excited. Like I said, the suit's not my favourite, but I like it and I'm willing to give it a go. I do like the big sort of Kingdom Come inspired S. I really like the Kingdom Come suit. It's one of my favourite looks. What Alex Ross did with that, and there was like another run on the comics that he did with the suit that I really, really liked. I like the sort of the big Kingdom Come S. Not a massive fan of the collar. I would prefer a shorter cape. The boots though, the boots look nice and bright. We have trunks, we have the belt. And yeah, this just gets me very, very, very excited for this movie. Obviously coming out in a little over a year. The same month as the Fantastic Four. So, yeah, a little less structure to this video. We are just talking about David Corenswet's suit as I look at this, sort of mull over the details. And I really like the sort of battle scars the suit is showing here, the scorch marks and stuff. Yeah, this photo gets me really excited for Superman. Of course, obviously on this channel we will talk a lot about Superman as the days and months go by and we get closer and closer to that movie's release. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching this little quick video here today on Jake Talks Capes. I'll see you next time.